You know, I'm honestly just I don't even feel like I want to react to this because look, 3.5 I feel like is going to be garbage. I don't know why. I have lost all of my faith in Star Rail. Every bit of my faith in Star Rail is kind of dead. It's just dead. I can't honestly say that you should play Star Rail, and honest, they really need to have so many things changed for 3.5 because it's ridiculous, man. The, look, we're already approaching how many hours? With 3.4, the current story is about 40 hours long. I could watch Attack on Titan in its entirety before that. That took way longer to create and is actually done well. Comparison wise, this time loop is one of the worst stories ever told. It has no good moments right now, and 3.5 needs to try and save that. Alright, let's just jump straight in. Let's see what this has to offer. But honestly, my faith has been drained, and I don't expect anything. But she's dead. Oh, right. Hysilens and Cerydra, I don't... Like, Cerydra is the only one I care about. Hysilens, I don't care. Water element should just be added. There are so many characters that it should just be a part of. Or, like, they just get, like, imaginary or something else. Wait, what? Ooh, March. Yeah, I just realized. Okay, what's the point of this? He's dead. What? Hi, Dong Hong. Nice. Hi, March. Why is Herta here? All but one? Nice, Irene. March. What? Wait. What? Wait, I wanna... I'll go back after, but... What am I even meant to be understanding? Huh? What? Huh? This... Okay, it doesn't even make sense anymore. Wait, we're throwing logic out the window? We want cool action shots? Is that all we're doing now? Is that it? What do you mean before their deaths? That had nothing to do with Cerydra or Hysilens. Literally nothing to do with them. What? It actually felt like that had nothing to do with either of them. What? That that felt like that should be the ending of this, not the middle or near. Like, we just got through the climax. Or what? That honestly only made me feel worse, and I don't know how. That honestly made me did not. Okay, wait. Let me put my words together. That only made me. That really made me think Amphorius is so rushed to the point that we aren't even, like, keeping with what the story should be anymore. Because if that was it, I feel offended. That that trailer actually had no voice lines. Now that I think of it, not a voice line at all. Were there meant to be voice lines? Okay, so Don Hung becomes an elf. Ah. Then we have Evil March or Dark March. Okay, her eyes really draw me in. Jeesh. But what's with the jellyfish? So why are you here? And then what's behind you? I can't tell. Something right here. I can't tell. So why are all the Chrysos... Okay, every Chrysos heir is here. Including Phynon. Okay, so this is where Cerydra gets killed by Hysilens, as we basically were told about that in, like, it was in a Hoyo thing, like whenever they told us more about Finan, I think it was like 3.4 part 1 thing, I don't remember, but the Imperata is something, Imperator is gone, and then I'd have to find it. So again, we have, oh, Giant Whale, then we have March, who is not even fully whole. And then we have Don Hung, who got a new spear and a new form, and he's... Does he just have... Is he at the Grove? And then we have Cydria... Not Cydria, yes. Cyrene, or Cyrene, who got her Alicia form. A puzzle piece. What are we, Blue Lock? So previously it was... Okay, so this would have been Mem, technically. So we have us 5, and then Black Swan joins. Then... Oh, hey, Firefly. We have, Stellaron Hunters. I completely missed that. Then we... Okay, so Don Hung gets his new form. This is... Okay, this is a good shot. So his arm is way more covered, but this looks just more like he took his base design and then improved it a lot. So this is Hysilens? No, that's Herda. I'm stupid. So we have Dark March, who looks dead-eyed right now. We have Screwum, Herda, Cydria, Finon. Why are you here? Wait, how are these two together? Because before... Hysilens. So I'm gonna guess we go and find March. So what would be our sole objective? Okay, so Cyrene is always with us. That will always be a thing. So if we're just looking at after reset, we are probably more interested in characters that we can find instantly, like March. Then someone like Cerydra and Hysilens come after. That's my base. That's what I'm gonna guess happens. We go after looking for March. Okay, so then we have whatever this thing is, and then okay, so this whole entire thing is voiceless. March fights with like an umbrella. So Cerydra. Then yeah, March fights with like an umbrella. Then Don Hung using dragon. New spear. And then Cyrene's new form, which will probably be 3.6. Wait, no, that's wrong. That's 3.7 because Don Hung and March's new forms. Wait, did that ever get announced? You know, I'm questioning it now, and I feel like we actually did not get a thing to tell us about like what the new characters would be for 3.6. Wait, what? My god, they were not leaked at all, or not leaked, why am I forgetting the term? They showcased the characters before, like, 2 weeks, so, like, 2 weeks not before their update, but before the update, okay. Why am I don't remember. Drip marketing. They did not do the drip marketing. Okay, this feels extremely stupid, though. Although, I don't feel like these two have anything to do with what the content of that entire trailer was. And that's why I'm so confused. What is this music? It hurts my ears. That hurt my ears.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Honkai Star Rail version 3.5 special program. I'm your host, Albert. Our 3 guests today are all renowned figures. So, let's give them a warm welcome.
No need for formalities, dear subjects.
I really wish that she got Amberly Connors to voice her, but it's fine.
Classes have given me many titles, but here, feel free to call me by my name, Cerydra.
That's how you pronounce it? I'm just gonna keep calling you Cerydra.
Maherda. No need for further introductions.
Greetings, dear viewers. I am Screwlum. It's a pleasure to meet you all again.
Once again,
Why did that sound different?
a warm welcome to you all. Ooh, oh, Albert is so honored not only do we have the peerless gem, unrivaled genius, and inimitable beauty on our show. We've also got a genius, symbolizing mechanical aesthetics, humanistic charm, and elegant precision. And even Her Imperial Majesty has graced us with her presence.
What majesty? Again, Okay, so Imperator. Yes, and I am going to call her that on purpose. I do not like the way that Imperata. Yeah, no, Imperator. Imperator sounds way better. Not even a question. Am I also doing that just to spite of it because of Wuwa? Yeah. Sorry, but, whatever. Let's just deal with it.
If you keep going on like this, Dux Blabator, the audience is going to walk out.
Dux Blabberter! Your Imperial Majesty, if I may be so bold, letting the audience know about our important guest is crucial. This is
it?
not idle chatter.
It is.
Bert, just get to the point, okay?
Since this is
Was Screw'em laughing? I'm sorry, did Screw'em just laugh? Or am I going crazy?
what our guests unanimously requested, as we enter version 3.5, the second half of the Amphorian story will officially begin! We'll meet brand new companions and witness familiar friends in a completely new light.
Well, yeah, we're going through a reset. And honestly, Mighty is not gonna change one bit, if he never changed in all those 33 million times.
Indeed. Besides the already known Chrysos heirs, we also caught glimpses of Lady Cerydra and Lady Hysilens in that trailer.
Yeah.
Miss March 7th and Mr. Dan Heng have also undergone quite significant changes.
And that...
Well, they kind of needed it. I mean, I just hope March keeps her personality somewhat, or she at least like learn. She doesn't. I just hope she's still like kind of like Cyrene is. Like they both describe each other pretty well.
one with pink hair. She looks a lot like that girl named Cyrene. Was that her new form?
I'll keep that under wraps for now.
Well, to be honest, at this point, it was already seen and leaked and all this stuff. It's nothing new.
But what I can tell you is that this renewed journey is about to ascend to a higher dimension.
Huh? I'm sorry. What do you mean a higher dimension? What? We literally Finon literally went through 33 million I don't remember the rest of the numbers, but 33 million plus resets. It had basically billions of core flames, and you're telling me, oh, we're gonna go even higher. Yeah, go, like, what do you mean? Explain that more. That trailer told us nothing.
At the place where three paths intertwine, a battle of paths that will determine the safety of the cosmos has begun. In version 3.4 story, the Trailblazer made a promise with Finon and took up the mantle of Deliverer. Meanwhile,
Yeah? Okay, but like, let's be honest, I thought 3.4, oh, we're heading straight into the reset. No, that didn't happen.
Finon went to confront Nanook with the most blazing fury.
How do you know that?
We now know that Amphorius was a testing ground for the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb to self-extrapolate and grow, while Finon and Cyrene accumulated power through 30 million eternal recurrences to...
Yeah, that's stupid. That's stupid. It is. I don't care what you say, that is... It's so stupid, that's the thing. I just can't tell you that with good faith and that was even like a necessary plot point. Like, that was, we needed 33 million plus resets. What a joke.
Delay the moment of Iron Tomb's true completion.
Even though human strength remains insignificant before the eons, human wills shall never be mere pawns for the gods to manipulate at their whim. The fury of 400 million core flames brought forth a...
Okay, so it was 400 million. Okay. 400 million core flames, and Finon couldn't even, like, kill a Lord Ravager. Are you kidding me?
destruction as brilliant as a solar flare. Finon's efforts have once again interrupted the progress of Iron Tomb, and at the beginning...
How? What, just... Because what? Because the reset? But... Okay.
Beginning of version 3.5, we'll discover that even the spread of the black tide has been halted.
Oh? So that...
What do you mean? How can you stop the black... Okay, how... What? We didn't even touch on the black tide. What? It's getting stupider and stupider by the minute.
2 was the work of the Deliverer. Finon. I'll remember that name.
No, you won't. You're...
Back to the matter at hand. The weight of the world rests on that little one's shoulders, and saving Amphorius remains an unavoidable conundrum.
Before saving the world, there's one more preparation we need to make. The Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator. According to my and Madame Herta's speculation, this ultimate protocol goes by another name in Amphorius. The Law Titan, Talanton.
Exactly! So if
Huh? What? That doesn't even... Wait, what? Okay, sure.
we can master the authority of law before the Era Nova is complete, we can find a new breakthrough and turn the tables in our favor.
You're telling me, and I quote, that all we had to do was take over the Law Titan. You're telling me that not even once, not ever, in the 33 million resets that Finon did, that he never took over the Law Titan. Are you serious? Repeat that. And I'm
Ultimate protocol. According to my and Madame Herta's speculation, this ultimate protocol... Scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator. According to my and Madame Herta's speculation, this ultimate protocol goes by another name in Amphorius. The Law Titan, Talanton.
Exactly! So if we can master the authority of law before the Era Nova is complete, we can find a new breakthrough and turn the tables in our favor.
You're telling me that Finon never had that happen. Ever. Not even once? And 33 billion plus resets. Yeah. Uh-huh. Like, this game makes less and less and less and less and less sense every update.
According to Amphorian history, the core flame of law was returned a millennium ago. The Trailblazers' mission is therefore clear.
No. No. Don't you dare, my god. Like, fuck off. Like, really? Wow. Like, let's just make the story even stupider somehow. Let's not even make a good conclusion. God, you people don't know how to, like, yeah, Saoji just does not know how to write a story. Oh my god.
Anchor to a time before the core flames return, travel back to the past, and claim the core flame.
In version 3.5...
Okay, but Finon he had collected every single core flame out of all of those resets. So what? Why would that change a thing? Seriously.
Trailblaze mission. The Trailblazer will journey alongside Cyrene to Akama from 1,000 years ago in a new cycle of the eternal recurrence.
Okay, so where Cyrene is not able to be touched by a reset, is what I'm understanding. So why didn't we just throw, like, March there or Don Hung there?
That was also the era when Aglaya's cycle of the eternal recurrence. That was also the era when Aglaya's predecessors still held power. The bear of the Law Core Flame and Empress of Akama, the Imperator Cerydra.
Then
Imperator.
you are all targeting me? What makes you so sure I will cooperate with the Trailblazer without any reservation?
Because I have more power than you, sorry.
I wouldn't say they're targeting you. Someone as brilliant and mighty as yourself surely understands that the Trailblazer is working towards a brighter future for Amphorius. In version 3.5, the Trailblazer will not only meet the Knight Commander Hysilens and Imperator Cerydra while revisiting the past, but they'll also encounter Tribi and Aglaya from a millennium ago.
Okay, but which ones? Back then, there were like 1,000 tribbies or whatever. So which one would we meet?
We hope you're looking forward to this first meeting and reunion.
Ah,
That's not a reunion if the other people don't remember you. That's not a reunion.
I believe the Trailblazer will win everyone's trust with their sincerity,
What sincerity? We barely talk.
as always.
Moreover, in version 3.5, we'll get to see another side of Sixia as the city of infinite revelry.
So it's day version, got it.
Legend has it that in the coastal city-state, encircled by rainbows and ocean currents, the festivities never cease. People indulge in endlessly refilled honey brews while music flows without pause through every hour of the day.
But those resident
Okay, so then Castorus will be reborn here. Or not reborn, but I mean technically yes, but Castorus is born here, so shouldn't we just wait for her too?
in the city don't look too friendly, do they? Better watch out.
Don't be so
For
quick
what?
to celebrate. And don't think you can just brush this off. This involves the core flame of law. Do you really think it'll be that easy?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Indeed. Since it concerns the ultimate protocol, that old Intellitron will definitely pay extra attention. He's very likely to step in and personally intervene.
That is no longer just a possibility. The Theoros Lygus has recently arrived at the Holy City and already sought an audience with me.
Let's just kill him. Let's just kill him. Why do we even need Lygus? We don't. Let's just kill Lygus before we even do anything. What just end Lygus. The instant we see him, bash his skull in, because it's that easy. We don't even need, like, Finan could not even in his enhanced god power state could end Lygus. Let's just end him.
As for what he said, it was interesting, to say the least.
Wait. You would let Lygus talk to you, but past you and wouldn't even let Finan? Okay.
Going from an observer to an interventionist is quite the unusual shift. While it shows his plans have been seriously impacted and need urgent revision, it also means the Trailblazer will face even tougher challenges ahead.
Yeah. More dialogue bloat. There's just gonna be more dialogue bloat.
Something's off. If he's just a regular administrator, this level of dedication is way over the top.
He's
Who
not.
could this old Intellitron really be?
Maybe Lygus's true identity and motives will surface as we continue to clash with him. Besides, even when facing higher dimensional opponents, we have reliable allies who can lend us a hand.
What do you mean?
In
We
version
don't.
3.5, both the geniuses Herda and Skrulum will become more deeply involved in Amphorius.
Yeah, finally. I mean, like, let's be honest here. How long has it been since they actually did anything? Like they barely had any screen time, and the couple they barely make up an hour together. They barely that's how little impact they've had on the story so far. March's little thing barely had anything at all either. Where they've been needing this for a long time. Full opinion.
And with them, our hand in this game grows even.
Yeah, it's two geniuses, and they're both yeah, they're both, why am I free? They're both emanators, and they can easily call in more emanators. We can call in more emanators. What?
Even stronger. To add another layer of assurance to our journey, Albert here has gathered some intel about Lygus to share with everyone. Let's check it out. During combat, Lygus will switch between
Bro. Really?
2 different forms. In his first form, he can generate Titankin
Does that say 5x health?
for combat, while also applying special effects to our allied characters. Characters affected by this special effect will have their ultimates activated, but using an ultimate during this effect will cost massive HP.
We're going back to that HP thing? Okay.
When the total number of allies and enemies that appear on the field reaches a certain amount, Lygus will enter his second form. In this second form, black tide creatures will continuously spawn, and Lygus will modify these monsters' parameters to greatly increase their threat level.
Okay.
During this phase, he will continuously enhance his ultimate as time passes. When using the ultimate, Lygus will deal massive distributed damage to all
So he just copies what that bug did?
allies.
Oh? Is there any key information to help solve this puzzle?
No.
Of course! If you can make a certain number of allies and enemies leave the field during his second form, it'll accelerate Lygus' switch back to his first form, reducing
Which just makes fine and more susceptible, or not more useful.
the threat of his ultimate.
Logic. We need to quickly eliminate black tide creatures to reduce the threat and improve
So it's just a recreation of that stupid banana thing, except we kill things and we don't break things. Got it.
our chances of victory.
Though it's
Like, stop telling us this. I would like to actually figure this out for myself.
still unclear why we must directly confront the Theoros. Knowing your enemy is half the battle. Dux Avis Snoopius, your intel work is impressive.
Oh, thank you for your praise, Your Imperial Majesty. All right, let's take a short break for now, and when we come back, I've got more intel about our 2 Chrysos Heirs seniors.
They're dead, though. Where'd you get the info? I don't really care about them at all. Also, again, should just be a water element. I've already seen this. Yeah, it should be a water element, but somehow it's physical. It's somehow physical, but we can't just make a water element. Come on.
Hey! Why is the studio leaking?
Dux Plumpus, if this is your idea of entertainment, it's pretty underwhelming.
Dominic, I got this. Hey!
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for your quick thinking.
Finally back to normal. Hey, director! This studio needs fixing. What kind of waterproofing is this? Sorry for the embarrassing display, folks. We're on a tight budget here, so please bear with us.
All right, go find Duck's Goldweaver and have her allocate some repair funds.
No idea.
Thank you for your gracious gift.
I have no idea who this is. A random person. I have no idea who voices her.
Imperial Majesty.
I looked her up and there was like nothing on her roles.
Come to think of it, this Hysilens looks quite different from regular humans.
Well, yeah, she's probably from the ocean.
She's got scales, and her belly seems to be transparent?
That's right. Hysilens is the most powerful and beautiful sea siren princess born to Fagusa, the ocean titan. She grew up in the embrace of the ocean.
I see, but why did this beautiful sea siren come ashore? And how did she end up becoming the Knight Commander of the Holy City?
I had no
Although
idea.
the black tide hasn't spread in this cycle, it still surges in the darkest bowels of the world. In other words, the ocean.
Huh?
Fagusa promised the sea sirens that after repelling the black tide, they would throw them an endless
me.
feast on land. But in the end, Fagusa fell into silence, and the sea sirens were decimated in the war,
Which
leaving
just left her.
Hysilens as the sole survivor.
Okay. People say time to repopulate. I'm funny.
When I first met her, Hysilens was in a complete daze. Her power could scatter armies, yet she no longer knew whom her blade served.
A tragic past. Sounds like prime protagonist material for a novel.
Not really. It sounds more like a side character.
Then what happened?
Since that is the case, I
More like a supporting character, not... in a friend circle, and they help you, blah 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 type thing.
will point the way. If she...
Someone who the protagonist gets on their team just cause. Not just cause, but because they want to help her, blah blah blah. That's what Herta should have said.
yearns for revelry, I will see it done. All I ask is for her unwavering loyalty, to stand as my sword and banner, and mine alone.
And now all the lesbians have now decided that these two must always not touch men.
I see. So Lady Cerydra became Lady Hysilens' light.
But can she adapt to life on land
Yes.
as a sea siren?
She did struggle a bit at first, but now she's got the hang of it. She also gained the friendship of my other loyal subjects, such as the previously mentioned Duck's Goldweaver, Aglaya.
But rumor has it that Hysilens has never been seen together with little Cypher.
Why? Oh, cat, water, fish. Okay.
I say she deliberately avoids any occasions where Dolus's little kitty is present.
It's only natural for a fish to avoid a cat.
Now then, let's see how Miss Hysilens performs in combat.
As my sword and banner, she fears no combat.
Except against a cat.
When she uses her basic attack, skill, or ultimate in combat, there's a chance to inflict random types of DOT debuffs on
Can you just say dot, please?
enemies.
It seems Lady Hysilens is a perfect match for characters who specialize in DOT effects.
Oh my god, say dot. Or just say damage over time if you want to say that. But yeah, obviously. Wow, there's a chance, so she's a effect hit rate character. Wow, she's just another black swan. Woohoo.
Chance to inflict random types of DOT debuffs on
Like, any type or like what?
enemies.
It seems Lady Hysilens is a
When using her skill, Hysilens increase
T effects.
That's right. When using her skill, Hysilens increases damage taken by all enemies and deals damage.
So we're just pulling Cypher, but Dot. Okay.
When using her ultimate, Hysilens creates a zone on the field and deals damage to all enemies.
Okay.
Sunlight pours into the shimmering sea, where graceful fish dance in the water. Such is the breathtaking beauty befitting of a sea siren princess.
That's my most beautiful sword. But for enemies, such beauty means deadly danger. Enemies in the zone will have reduced defense and take additional physical DOT from Hysilens whenever they take DOT damage.
So she's made for Kafka. Okay.
Ooh, nothing beats the thrill of a new turn and a screen full of numbers flying off the enemies. Plus, this zone is perfect for the buff Kafka. After all, Kafka's frequency of dealing DOT damage is super frequent now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because literally otherwise Kafka is useless.
After using the technique, Hysilens summons a special dimension that automatically moves forward. Enemies within this dimension will not initiate attacks. When Hysilens actively attacks affected enemies to enter combat,
So she automatically gets her buff, and she doesn't need to create the ult. She just pops it instantly. Got it.
her talent's effect will trigger multiple times, randomly applying DOT debuffs to the enemies.
I just
Still doesn't make how it doesn't make sense how it's physical. It should be like, can we just get like a water element? Come on.
noticed, is Miss Hysilens actually attacking with a violin bow?
Let the enemies slumber within the symphony. For the
If it
waves
works, it
stirred by the
works.
Dux Gladiorum's melody are as graceful as they are deadly.
Thank you for the introduction. And now, let us get to know her better. The great ruler who reigned over an age, Cerydra.
Cerydra. Wait, did Hysilens not have one of these? Yeah, it still looks stupid, man. This looks more like ice than anything. It literally looks more like ice than wind. Well, this definitely looks more windish, but again, like, it doesn't even make sense how it's a wind character. It looks more like an ice character.
Cerydra, the great imperator, supreme commander of the holy...
I still refuse to call it Imperator. No, no, and no. Let's see. Who on earth are you? Do I know you from any... thing? Let's see. You... No. No, you don't. Yeah, they've been hiring a lot of people who have smaller amounts of roles. No one big, so honestly, eh.
City, initiator of the first flame chase journey, bearer of Lost Core Flame, and the key figure in the plan to seize Amphorus's administrative privileges.
So, and you're telling me that Fina never ever tried that once.
Though I am absolutely a monarch, I need no songs of praise. Sweet
Okay.
words are but the daggers of cowards. If you're so eager to play the jester, why not just shut your beak and be the Imperator's pawn instead?
She has the power to
Your
do
way
that?
of doing things is quite intimidating.
Is it?
I wonder, what do people usually say about you?
Ambitious and ruthlessly cruel.
The Imperator never fears controversy,
I'm gonna keep saying it. Imperator!
nor would she act for the sake of praise. I studied chess since childhood.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
On the board, only one rule matters. Win.
Okay.
I will stop at nothing and pay any price to achieve my goals.
Oh, what exactly do you mean by any price?
It
Yeah.
means I won't hesitate, even if victory costs me my king piece. The only thing I want is that sweet checkmate at the end game.
Okay.
I remember that Aglaya was being trained as the Imperator's successor. That kind of pressure must be immense.
Such pressure is nothing for the Imperator's successor. That girl's tenacity is second to none.
Okay. Explain why she died so pathetically.
Looks like convincing the Imperator to cooperate will be quite a challenge for the Trailblazer. Could Mr. Albert share some more information to help improve the Trailblazer's chances?
No.
Albert do have some juicy stories about the monarch.
She's
For
small.
instance, although she was known as the first and last monarch of Akama, she actually came from a city-state that worshipped Talantin.
Born in a foreign land, yet ruling over Akama.
Yeah.
Let me see what records we have here. During the first siege of Akama, the city was breached and faced a devastating crisis. At that time, it was Cerydra who led her army to ensure Akama's safety,
And
sparing
took it
the
over.
citizens from the ravages of war. Since then, she's been revered as its sovereign ruler, governing over the holy city.
Okay.
That's right. Cerydra yearns to build Amphorius into a powerful, unified empire that will last for countless generations. That's why she decided to embark on the flame chase. When dealing with her, the Trailblazer might want to approach the conversation by discussing the future of Amphorius.
Okay.
And how would this monarch handle herself when facing enemies?
She
Would you care to
doesn't.
enlighten us, Your Imperial Majesty?
I certainly can.
Okay.
As I mentioned before, I've studied chess since childhood, and the
Okay.
extrapolation of chess positions is my way of waging war. My skill can grant special buffs to one designated ally character. When the buffed character uses their basic attack or skill, they'll help me accumulate charge to level up this special buff.
Which then
After
lets them
leveling
go
up,
multiple
The
times.
special buff allows the character to duplicate their skill once when using it against enemies.
So the same skill can hit twice.
Okay. Wait, to set up. Okay, so it's not good on anyone really. It's okay. So let's just go over characters that. Herda cannot really use it. Saber can use it. Finan can use it. Casterus could use it, but that would come at a steeper cost, I guess. Why am I think I thought I guess Mighty as well. Um yeah, to be honest, I'm like drawing so many blanks.
That's right. Besides normal skills, some special enhanced skills can also be duplicated.
Take a look! Finance enhanced skill, which requires accumulating 4 stacks of skirts, can be used twice.
Bruh.
In other words, when paired with Professor Anaxagoras, both his skill and extra skill can trigger again.
Sink into insanity! Straight to the soul!
That's so incredibly stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, Naxa can use it. It has a lot of uses, but like overall it's just stupid as hell.
When I use my ultimate, I'll build up charge and deal damage to all enemies.
Now that's battlefield control.
So she's just... Is her ultimate literally not even a part of, like... What does her ult really give her, then, besides charge? Is she, like, the first harm in actual harm, honey?
It's true that everything is like a game of chess. All about planning and strategy.
Also, when I use my technique, the character who triggers combat will receive the special buff at the start of the next battle. Keep this in mind when planning your battle strategy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Keep this in mind. Combat will receive the special buff
Oh, okay.
at the start of the next battle. Keep this in mind
That's
when
actually-
planning your battle strategy.
Mm-hmm. With such a far-sighted commander leading our battles, who wouldn't want to serve under Her Majesty the Empress?
Me.
Naturally, mediocrity has no place on the throne. The one who shall lead all of Amphorius can only be, and must be, me.
Yeah.
However, after
Uh-huh.
experiencing Cerydra's story in version 3.5, you might discover that there's more than meets the eye behind.
Yeah, obviously, that's every character. The only character that there isn't more than meets the eye that I've experienced recently is a Scoffier. Because she's completely open. That's just, like... Oh, no. Also, what do you mean in 3.5? How long is 3.5 if we have to experience her whole story and then fight Lygus? What?
This cold imperator. Stay tuned!
Oh.
Now let's take a look at the version 3.5 banners. In version 3.5's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Hysilens, limited 5-star light cone, wide as the ocean.
Okay, so if this is the first phase, then Cerydra, I can save up more.
Sing will have a boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited 5-star
Uh-huh.
character Kafka is returning, and at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone, Patience is all you need, will become available once again. In version 3.5's second half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Cerydra. The limited 5-star light cone, Epoch etched in golden blood, will have a boosted drop rate.
So what, Silverwolf?
In the second half,
Yep,
the limited
okay.
5-star character Silverwolf is returning. While at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone, Incessant Rain, will become available once again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a quick
That's it? Are you kidding me?
break. We'll be back with more shortly.
And Imperator's Triumph.
Light calendar 3950. Cerydra returns triumphant from vanquishing the Black Tide. Victory belongs to every citizen, and even more reassuring than the mighty Dromus is the figure of the Imperator.
Mom, why is the Imperator sitting on a book?
Yeah, we're doing Farina, got it. Pistol.
Light calendar 3959. The Imperator shall crown her great new endeavor in her name. A library or a city-state? The answer will soon be revealed.
This will be the greatest salad ever.
Let's add some fish, too.
As you command.
Huh? Okay, sure.
People often say that the Flame Chase Army's undefeated record was thanks to the Imperator's strategies. One afternoon in Light Calendar 3960, we were fortunate enough to witness.
Why are they sitting in a bathtub? What?
Why can your chess pieces fly?
Behold, my new Dromus Legion. How do you like them, my dear subject?
What?
Welcome back! Now that we're halfway through the feast,
What's
it's
with the
time to
monocle?
grab some food and fill those bellies. In version 3.5, the
Another useless upgrade. At this point, I kind of just want to skip events and see nothing else. So we're doing another nothing event. Wow.
Chrysos Maze Grand Restaurant will make it an ID's Elysium.
What's all this about opening? Oh. Weren't we supposed to save the world?
One second.
Elysium.
Running a restaurant with the Chrysos heirs? That sounds familiar. Where have I seen that before?
Weren't we supposed to save the world?
Thank
What's all
you.
this about opening a
What is the point? What is the point? There is no point. And that is
restaurant?
Actually, it's the story that Cyrene told us.
Oh?
Even though it's just a story.
Why are we wasting our time with this? Just make it a combat event. Like, make it some, like, gladiatorial duels. Past Crastrum Kremnos. Let's just have, like, a bunch of fights there. Have, like, an epic, like, fight there or something. Some training. Make something interesting. Instead, we make this. I'm skipping it.
Let also the rest participate.
Then what's the style?
Boy Green specializes in as your need to work to guide the
What?
restaurant profits. Customers
It's about.
so say our friends will play in the restaurant.
Okay, it's a harmony. Okay.
All right. After
And we're doing this again. Oh my god.
pardon me.
Like, why are we doing more? Please, have some actual events! Can we please get some actual events? God. Thank God. Okay, what? This is the combat event? Yeah, okay. No, it's not. It's just the assignment one. Nope, never mind. Yeah, Gift of Odyssey, Planar Fissure, and Ice. Okay, so that's for March. So our March is Ice, and then Cyrene will also be Ice. Okay.
Will also return.
Yeah, Garden of Plenty, yeah.
Complete the challenges to earn double rewards.
Yeah, they're so like a part of Star Rail that if you take them away, people riot.
Shape of Siren's Stagnant Shadow will also be available, and you can obtain the Ascension material See Siren's Torn Fin for ice characters upon completing the challenge.
Additionally, in version 3.5, the feature mentioned in the previous
Yeah, you mean the thing that should have been introduced in 3.4. You mean in 3.4. It should have been in 3.4.
official notice that allows individual voiceover switching for collaboration characters will be launched. Trailblazers will be able to switch interaction, combat, and idle voices from the current voiceover to the original license.
Wait, what do you mean current voiceover? What do you mean current voiceover? There is no current voiceover. My god.
Audio.
In other words, you can switch Saber and Archer's interaction and combat voice lines to Japanese while keeping all other characters unchanged.
Nice!
Finally, Honkai
Again, that should have been a part of. That should have just been instantly a part of the game. Star Rail has had a long time. They record that stuff pretty well in advance. They don't just record it 3 weeks before. They had multiple time. They had so much time to go in and allow that to be a feature. Or even in that time from the 10 days that we had from 3.4's launch to that, we had time to set that up as a official game feature. Why they didn't do it is because of their lazy devs. It took them that long? What a joke. You release one of the most anticipated collabs ever, and it flopped hard. I don't care if it made 90 million. The overall sentiment that people had was, this is trash. Are you kidding me? That's it? One of the worst stories they've ever told. The Fate devs actually, the Fate writers actually looked at this and said, this will be good? They signed off on it? Yeah, what a joke. What a joke.
Star Rare will also be joining this year's Gamescom.
Don't care.
From August 20th to August, brand new booth style. Trailblazers, come visit us and get your free goodies. Stay tuned to our official social media channels for more details. All right, and with that, it's time for us to bid farewell to this feast. Thanks to all our special guests for being with us. See you all next time. Bye-bye.
Farewell.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
See you next
everybody.
time.
I've never been so entirely, like, unimpressed with a special program before today. And I never thought I would actually be so unimpressed with a special program. Ever. I never thought I would be so entirely unimpressed. Here, give me a second. Here, let's just do this, because it's easier. This legitimately had zero cap. Like, there was not a single voice line in this entire thing. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It is not absolute cinema. That was one of the worst. This really did feel like one of the worst patches ever. This feels like it's going to be one of the worst patches ever. I can't with any confidence tell you that this is going to be a good patch. I feel like this trailer will have nothing to do with 3.5. It will basically have nothing to do with 3.5. And if we are getting trailers that actively are not anything like the actual gameplay, the actual update itself, the actual story that was introduced, that will be introduced, and we are just... If we're doing another Fate trailer where we don't include any bit of it, what's the point? Then what is the point? Let me tell you, there isn't. I'm tired of this. I am. I'm honestly gonna give this one of the... This is honestly made me want to say that this is a 1 out of 10 special program. Right. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, no. Yeah, that makes sense. It told us nothing about the story. It never told us anything. The story will... What we see here will not be touched on until 3.6 probably. Yeah. What a joke. I've lost all my faith in Star Rail, and wow, it hurts to know that Star Rail has made me feel like this now. That I can't even tell anyone that you should play Honkai Star Rail for the story. What a garbage, like, why does Hoya want to, like, push everything into the ground and kill it? What a joke.